Yo, what is greatness state? It is G-Money, one half of the RWC Tag Team Champions, Broforce. And I'm being joined by...
Electric Phil. The belt is fire. I'm proud of him.
I thought you were about to say something else. Like, I'm not half of the championship, but I'm still here.
No, I'm all happy for it.
No, bro, it's all good. It's all good, man. And welcome to another episode of Edge of the Seat Reviews.
Yeah,
Edge of the Seat, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to get funky with it, you can get Edge of the Knee.
You can get Edge of the Knee.
You know, because when you ever be like really into something and you you start here.
I get on like this.
You start here, it gets better.
I get tilted.
You lean forward, yeah. You get to that edge, and then sometimes I
be in there.
You just be straight leaning on your ankle.
Got the stomach tucked in.
Yes, indeed.
All egged in.
Now, let me ask: Did you have that feeling for this movie we're going to be talking about today? Godzilla versus Kong.
King of the Kongs. Yeah. Because I was laying down, I wasn't going to lay on the edge, but I was in there. I had a little boy with me, so.
Okay, so I watched it while I was at work, so I couldn't necessarily be on the edge of a seat or anything.
Had a surround sound.
Yeah. Well, no, not me, because
I had it.
Well, my job was cheap.
It was booming.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I had it booming in there.
So before the movie started, when you knew the movie was happening,
right?
Who were you rooting for to win?
I really appreciated how they did the Godzilla remake and how Godzilla looks and his violence and his terror. So I was immediately going for the dinosaur. I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid, so I was going for the dinosaur.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Kong, but.
Yeah, I just happen to be going for Kong. Not like I don't have anything. There's nothing wrong with Godzilla. I was just going for Kong, you know. So I was just like, I like King Kong. I mean, he's not a radioactive reptar or anything.
He's not.
But he's cool. And that's now when I see Godzilla, that's the first thing I think of is reptar for some reason.
Yeah.
Rugrats.
I mean, we're kind of up there in age, so you remember the old Godzillas.
Kong, hold his tail.
Did you remember the one where P. Diddy had the...
Oh, yes, with, who was in that joint?
I forget who was in it.
I think his name was Matthew something.
It wasn't last year.
Wasn't it the dude that played Ferris Bueller? Wasn't he in that one?
I don't know.
I don't remember. And I'm not about to. Oh, yeah. That was him.
Okay.
That was him. I can't remember his name to save my life right now.
If you rewatch it.
Matthew Broderick.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him quite a few
yeah, that's the one. And that's the main thing I remember is that soundtrack.
I watched the movie last year with my son. My son has this thing for Godzilla. So when we watched it and we rewatched that, he was sorely disappointed. New kids don't like old graphics.
Bro, kids, man.
When that foot came down, I was like, wow, it was disappointing. He wasn't even, I was like, ooh, his joint little green screen. I think we can do that now. Like, we could probably recreate the old one.
You see them in the studio, and they got like the joint.
They just got like that fake foot. And it's like, it was hoof, claw, and wow, it was like that.
And
it wasn't
Play-Doh. Like, is that Gumby's foot?
When you saw him running across the city, you be like, nope, that is not it, bro.
Ashy Gumby, baby.
So it makes you, so I could say, if you ever see those, even the older ones, when the dude in the suit, that dude, I can appreciate that more than I appreciate 1995 Godzilla.
Good Lord.
Or whatever year that was.
You know why I can't appreciate those? Because he was sliding around on his tail.
When he was in the drop
feet up. No, I cannot appreciate that at all.
He had wrestling moves and you can't appreciate Godzilla?
That wasn't a wrestling move, bro.
It was basically tag team.
That was a video game move. That was some Street Fighter, some Sub-Zero slide across the screen type stuff. Bro. But look, let's talk about the 2021 movie.
This is crazy talk. Go ahead.
So, first things first, shout out to Fayetteville native Brian Tyree Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you.
That's right. He played the podcaster.
Yes. He's from Fayetteville?
Yes. And not only that.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he played in Atlanta, Paperboy.
I knew him as Paperboy.
All about the Paperboy.
All about that Paperboy.
Yeah, bro, he went to E. Smith, all that. Wow. Yes, indeed.
Shout out to you.
In this movie, he's podcast boy. All about that podcast boy.
Psycho crazy podcast boy.
Yeah. I appreciate when I see actors act.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he acts that dude and Paperboy are nothing alike.
Right.
Not even in the slightest.
He was funny in the movie. He was funny.
A little weird.
I think he played his part very well. They needed somebody to be the conspiracy person to leak information. So
I found it kind of like, just like you live in a world where like gigantic monsters be popping up out of places and destroying stuff, and we talking about podcasts.
I mean, that was the whole movie, though, bro.
You know,
that you cared anything other than about what monsters are doing. It's like y'all build a whole city back, like right. Monsters aren't gonna come back. I mean, the people got.
You know what? I hope that world
messed up.
Now this is off topic. Bro, you remember that comic book series at Marvel that was I think they were called Damage Control?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, and they're so this is off topic. But in Marvel, there's this organization called Damage Control.
Right.
And all they do is they clean up big cities after superheroes have massive superhero.
It makes total sense. They're probably millionaires.
Yeah,
government funded.
So if you ever read comics and be like, well, the Chitauri just destroyed New York City, and then 3 issues later, like you'll see a Spider-Man issue and everything looks just like, didn't something just happen?
Yeah.
Damage Control.
Damage Control came through. Damage Control is actually in the Marvel MCU. The guy who plays the Vulture works for them.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Oh.
He works for Damage Control.
There we go. All right, let's get back on topic.
That's how he built the Vulture stuff.
Because we'll be here for hours going around stuff.
King Kong, Godzilla.
So, look, when it comes to the story, who cares about the story? Like
when you say you don't care about the story, what part of the story?
I mean, look,
the monster story or the human story?
The human story. Look, when I watch, anytime I watch a Godzilla movie, even a King Kong, honestly, King Kong movies have better stories than Godzilla movies.
Because they're about King Kong.
Exactly.
Right?
Like Godzilla's stories, they just be like all over the place. And I like the story. As long as the story is coherent, that's all that matters for me. Like to me, the story parts in this movie were just to run up the screen time because like the movie's 2 hours long. There was 3 fights?
3 major fights. Yeah.
Three major fights. So I felt like you needed something to get you to the first one.
Yeah.
Something to get you to the second one, and then at the
third,
end.
and then you have the composition to tell you like why they're gonna fight. But
yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about the story, I mean, what was it? Apex was creating something that was supposed to harness the power of what? Man, whatever.
I don't really care. Just get to the fighting.
Let's talk about the fight, man. I ain't seen nobody like. Well,
let's talk about the first fight.
I know.
The setup fight was so trash.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody was like, well, look, man. Like, before we get to the fight, let's break down the schematic. No, bro.
Just get to the fight, bro.
Talking
about, man. We can talk about like the whole. I was talking about the setup of the first fight. You had the little girl. They pick him out on a boat for no real reason.
I'm on a boat.
We got a giant monkey on the boat. We never seen giant monkeys swim. It's just a ridiculous way. And then it's like, oh, you got the swimming monsters coming.
Wait.
And he's gonna win.
You know what? Let's take it a step back before that.
He hopscotch
you know what made the setup to that? You want to know what made the setup to that first fight trash?
What was that?
Like, it started out in the hologram Skull Island, right?
Yeah, the
you know
Truman Show. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so he launches the thing or whatever. They didn't even show how he got put to sleep.
They didn't?
He just showed up. They just had him on the boat. It's like, you got to get him here. Next thing you know, he's on the boat sleep.
Dude didn't even have a good argument on why to do it.
They
just showed up out of nowhere talking about Hollow Earth.
They didn't say if they shot him with tranquilizers, if they put a bunch of stuff in and all his food.
Which wouldn't have made sense because he
eats a lot of food. That would have been
a lot of animals.
Like remember the part where he dug his hand into the water and ate all those fish? Mm-hmm. That's like 100. That's like 100
supply.
Exactly.
That's how
it's like 150 fish. Like that's a lot of tranquilizers. So how'd you put him to sleep?
Well, he wouldn't be like, there's something wrong with my fishes, bro.
I don't like Atlantic Ocean.
I don't know, because later on what he does.
Yeah, but continue. That just popped in my head.
It's just the setup. If you want to go through the movie, you get the setup. You have just like the weirdest argument on why to take Kong from one place to another place. And then you get why they're trying to get him, and you get that he's on an island, so you gotta get on a boat. So then we seen the preview, so we know they fight on there. And I figured, you was gonna get what of the fight? One, either Kong was gonna win or Godzilla was gonna win. And they were gonna fight again, and it was gonna be either or again. And then the last fight, where my brain was thinking the last fight would be the real fight on who, the tiebreaker. Mm-hmm. But it's just when they got to that part, it was a bad argument why they're gonna take him off the island. He gets on the boat. He's on the boat. You have a little girl that can do sign language, right? She throwing out all the ninjutsu signs. And then you have another woman, you have the older woman there that she knows the sign language, right?
Yeah.
And then Kong knows the sign language, right? So when the little girl's talking to Kong, how come the older woman doesn't know what Kong is talking about?
Why they never did he just make sure nobody was around before he did some?
No, he never. He's too big.
Right. So it would just be like
they've been watching the whole time on the island.
How are you feeling? Did nobody see him do that before?
The little girl calls dude a coward. She goes, coward, right? And then the woman's like, yeah, well, she calls you a hero or brave. And he's like, okay. Then the little girl talks to Kong, and she's like, whatever. And he's like, home, or whatever. And she's like, how do you know what he's saying? It's like, you know what he's saying.
Come on,
it's basic sign language. Come on. What are y'all doing? So they get to the fight.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's
first off,
got your dramatic stuff.
They set him up for failure.
They did. He's on a boat.
Two ways. That plus they didn't even release the cuffs and stuff until the boat was flipped over.
And what kind of cuffs were those? Were those like the lock and key cuffs? And then he broke them anyway, so it was like, well,
it's like they let him out and then he broke the one on his neck.
So if he could break the cuffs,
I guess he just couldn't get to his neck or something. I don't know.
If he could break the cuffs, did he necessarily need the cuffs? If he basically came he was awake on the boat for quite some time.
He was just but he still had the tranquilizer in him.
Maybe is that what they're trying to? I don't know. This is why I said the fights.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Too many questions.
You see, we just did all this extra stuff, and we really just want to talk about the fights.
If the first fight wasn't really much, it was like a show of power.
It was.
The monkey can't swim.
Bro,
the dinosaur does.
There was like
a laser breath.
There's like 10 boats that you had a chance to jump around.
He jumped on boats like they wouldn't sink.
Yeah, that was
when a giant gorilla jumps on boats. They didn't break in half. He just stomped on one, and then he stood on it like it was a surfboard, and then just like threw an airplane at another one.
Hey, that was funny.
That was messed up.
That was funny because the dude was like, oh crap!
Why am I here? I don't like my job. Don't know what happened to him after that.
Who assigned me to this post?
My favorite part at the end of the fight is Godzilla. I don't know how he's in the ocean, right?
Yeah. Oh, in the middle of the fire.
In the middle of the ocean. He comes up out the water. He comes up out the water. He's that mean grill that he's got that grill. He's looking at the whole. He's looking at everybody. It's just the craziest. I don't want to say the N-word, but he looks like a mad black man staring down.
Like an angry Negroni.
I don't know what he's standing on, but he's standing still in the water.
Yeah, that's right. So it's like, is he like?
Brolic.
No, he's under the joint like this.
Looking like the Olympic swimmers.
It's just.
And they're kicking the feet. His feet is going, but it's all.
But he's doing it slow because the water wasn't moving around him. Because you can't just.
Right. And his feet suck. You seen his feet, bro? He's got the trash. Him and the dragon from the first one. The feet are trash. I mean, I like Godzilla's feet are trash though.
So like they have to play dead to get out of the first fight.
Play dead.
And then like they had to fly him out.
Then they tranquilize him again, or he's hurt.
He just got flued out. That's all. King Kong got flued out.
Flued out to the cold.
The North Pole, I think it was.
I don't know which pole
One
it
of the
was.
poles. And
they're just like, we're gonna take him to ice because that's how you can get. I think it was the South Pole, so they can get to the middle of. So they can go to Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Super conspiracy theory. So
yeah. So.
I don't know what they're trying to say with that. Go ahead.
So they go down this hole.
They go down this hole. How they get him to go? They convince him to go.
They lied to him.
Well,
technically, it wasn't a lie.
It wasn't a lie.
It was.
He was so eager.
Yeah. It was like, she said, she didn't lie to him. She said, you may have family down there.
I knew they was lying.
It felt like a lie. I was like, that don't even look like anyone.
Y'all had to convince a little girl to lie to a giant gorilla. Mm-hmm. And then when he was like, I'm lonely, and then he took off down there.
He's like, okay, do.
Hanging, swinging like a monkey, doing the monkey swings.
doing his Gerald the Gorilla. Shout out to Tony Baker. I'm the one going through.
I'm the one gonna make it back and find me some gorilla woman. I knew he was gonna be lonely.
Man.
It was gonna be sad.
And then there's others. And meanwhile, while the King Kong stuff is going on, we've got
Godzilla. I'm just equating him as a black. He's angry, bro. He's got anger issues.
He just feel like he was just antagonizing for no reason.
For no reason.
Just
is he the friend? Because
he was the hero. He was the hero in all the other movies, and now he just showed up at were they in Orlando and just jacked everything up.
He doesn't care about anybody. I can't figure out why 11. I don't remember her name. I think it's Millie
Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. Just strange, but Millie Bobby Brown. I don't see how she goes brown and how she cares so much for this natural disaster that murders whole cities of people.
First off, the body count was 8, which is amazing.
What?
In the beginning of the movie, that attack, only 8 people
Orlando?
died. Yeah, that's what they said. 8 died, 250 injured. That's what they said.
Yeah,
and that's what she was like,
hood.
But
they don't count the hood.
Apex wasn't in the hood. I think they know better than the
Yeah, but they didn't count all the undocumented. They didn't count them. They all died.
So
sorry.
All that stuff happens, story, blah, 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 whatever, who cares? So we get to the second fight.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, let's go.
So we get to the second fight. Because that was when they was in Hong Kong, right? Was that when he came back?
Yeah, it's when he comes back.
Now, at least we got some action in Hollow Earth.
Yeah, you get into Hollow Earth. I keep calling it Middle Earth, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He goes into Hollow Earth. He gets into the fight.
With the things?
With the flying dragon, basilisk, wing
and snakes. They had him they had him for a second. They put wrapped him up, put the wing over his
cross
face
on him. Then the smother move where they covered his whole mouth.
Go to sleep.
Then they shot Kong with missiles.
They shot the thing that was holding Kong.
They hit him.
Yeah. I mean, they had to, but it broke it free.
All right.
And he was able to. Now this is like the illest death move, the illest kills, finishing move in the joint. He stomps it, rips his head off, and then just Predator-like
toast to the Hollow Earth gods.
And just starts
chugging the slurm like he
dude.
Like, yo, you drinking snakes?
That's spinal fluid and
brain juice, bro. What are you doing though? Oh, really?
Oh, look, I must assert my dominance.
All right. Does anybody else want to smoke?
The other one was like,
I think the other monsters were like,
I was like,
I'm trying to go out like that.
I'm good on that, bro.
I'm scared.
I'll lose a fight, but you ain't about to rip my head off.
You ain't about to just be drinking me.
And drink the juice out of my medulla oblongata and all that. That ain't about to happen.
Not the medulla. Then what? He comes about of Middle Earth. He realizes within Middle Earth comes out of Hollow Earth.
He didn't get out yet because remember when they found the axe.
Yeah. He finds the axe, the battle axe. It's made out of a Zilla spine.
I guess. Yeah.
I don't know what to call them.
Yeah. Then I just want to get to the point where the little.
Where they bring a little girl into Hollow Earth.
No.
You want to get to that? When they describe what happens, you come down and then you just get smashed.
No.
Flat. Because of the gravity shift of the whole planet. So let's go ahead and bring this little girl with no parents down.
I wasn't talking about
You don't want to talk about that yet? Okay. Just weirdness happening in the movie.
Good old story.
Good old movie stuff.
Yeah, movie plot, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense.
It's kind of, right?
You got the daughter of the guy that runs everything, like throwing her weight around. Yeah, throwing her weight around and all that. We're gonna do this and do that. And then when the little pterodactyl things start flying around,
they're the monsters from Skull Island, I believe, or something. No. They're like weird parrots in the face.
When they start
evil
eating people and stuff. Now
they snap.
Now it might be dangerous. Oh, you thought?
So you're gonna take them to Hollow Earth,
right? The first time Kong got into a fight with something, you didn't realize it might be dangerous then.
The first time a ballast ate a whole hovercopter electric thing, nobody was like, yo, we gotta turn around and take the girl back. Nah.
No, bro. They just want what they want.
They waited till the evil parakeet showed up, and then then it's like, protect the girl. It's like, come on, man. Like I said, I'm not enthusiastic about any of the human stories.
You know what was weird to me? All right, so they found a power source, right?
Yeah.
So they're drilling it, but they weren't sending the power source. It said download. They're like, what are you downloading? The properties? Like, are you downloading the ingredients?
They scanned it.
They scanned it.
And then they send the data up.
So what if you didn't have the stuff on top Earth? So okay, all right. So now we know we need ubiquitarium.
Is that what it was called?
No, I'm just making stuff up. Just for the sake of making stuff up.
Oh, you're like unobtainium,
so we need
in the
ubiquitarium and 4% radiometer. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making up words.
Making up rocks.
I'm just saying this that's how it worked. Like, is y'all technology that advanced that you have to go somewhere and not even take the stuff back? You just have to take a picture of it
rocks.
And drill into it to know what it is. And then, whether you have that top side or not, all we got to do is know what it is. We can create it ourselves because we're Apex Technologies.
Apex, top of the line.
Whatever. Meanwhile, on top Earth, Godzilla's just roaming around. I don't know what to call it.
I don't know.
On the surface, Godzilla's just roaming around Hong Kong just cousins.
Talking about Asian hate, bro.
Bro, stop Asian hate. Godzilla is all about that Asian hate. He's all about it.
He's taking Hong Kong out.
Bro, he's playing Marco Polo with something, and he finds a spot, and he's like,
then he finds
radioactive laser breath, like in the middle of the city, and just
I had too much beer.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Earl that never stops, and he just
drills a hole, which is ridiculous.
Which is what? Yeah, like that's some strong stuff. Like,
no, this is a ridiculous concept.
It is a ridiculous concept.
You would have caused an earthquake.
But
plots, baby.
Yeah,
plots.
So he creates this gigantic hole from top Earth into hollow Earth through who knows how many millions of miles of dirt and rock,
sediments and whatever, old dinosaurs and old ancient peoples. It just went through big enough for Kong and to come out of?
Yes. But before
his mouth's not that big, bro.
It's not. It's not.
You would imagine he shot a Kamehameha wedge out of his mouth that comes out and expands, but it didn't.
Exactly. So,
just a laser.
Before Kong, he's got his axe. You know, he had the daughter in the ship. He's like, you know what? Screw y'all. Bam, you're dead.
I like that part, though.
I like that, too, because what did y'all think was going to happen?
What did you
think was going to happen?
To the evil daughter.
Come on, man.
Come on, talking all that yin-yang to kids.
So,
and the heroes.
So my thing was, like, when Kong, he jumped up? And then,
how long would that have taken?
Did he jump up and then fall down the hole? You know what I'm saying? Because it's
like cartoon logic.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure like Looney Tunes did that.
Yeah. So he shows up and because the second battle happened there, right?
Yeah, the second battle happens in Hong Kong. He gets to Hong Kong. He's got his axe.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes in. He's trying to go in, and he does some cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean, well, Kong did win round 2.
Sort of.
He did. Like, he did, because he was the last man standing.
In round 2?
Round 2.
Oh.
Godzilla won round 1, Kong won round 2, and then Godzilla won round 3.
Yeah.
Even Eric from True Blood said, give Kong round 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he did.
Don't act like y'all ain't seen True Blood. Don't act like y'all ain't seen True Blood.
I didn't see True Blood.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, maybe you didn't. That's all I see. I see that guy. I just see Eric Northman from True Blood. That's so.
I mean, he comes there with the axe. I liked it. I liked any part. I can say this: any part of monsters fighting, I didn't dislike. It was pretty much any time a human stepped in, and it was like,
right, because like round 2, it's just like Kong is like ducking and dodging and flipping and all this, and Godzilla's like, rah! Just shooting.
He got combos.
Stuff. He had a couple, but he used he controlled the battlefield by just shooting at them.
Yeah.
And then he would get up close. Like, cause I felt like Kong was giving him hands in round 2. Hands and almost axe. You know what I'm saying?
Monkey
but then
flips.
It was crazy because round 3 happened like immediately after round
Maybe that's
2.
why for me it seemed like it was a blend. I thought it was like a blend. Yeah, you're right. It was immediately after.
Yeah, and
it's like round 3. It's like Kong like, wait, what?
I already did this. I did my part. I laid him out.
My axe ain't got the energy no more. And he's like, yup.
Yeah,
about to get in.
And then Godzilla came through.
Godzilla be Godzilla. He was messing Kong up.
Godzilla had hands.
He had more than hands. He had tail. He had stupid feet. He had usually
mouth. I would say, oh, you got hit with a 2-piece and a biscuit, but like that was like a 6-piece combo.
Yeah, it was a family plan.
That joint had fries. It
had like 4 biscuits.
It had like a large mashed potato.
Which he did mashed potato his chest in with the dumbest feet looking. He just was on his, and then yelled in his face.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful, but I loved it. I did love it. It was so disrespectful.
It was disrespectful, and Kong was like...
He tried to yell. He's like, ah!
He's like, oh, my arm hurts.
My chest is bleeding. All right.
Why don't you cut your fingernails?
Yeah, he put him down, though. He put him down. He was like, yo, you're not getting up. And I don't even think they said he was dying, but I didn't kind of see it as dying unless he crushed his chest or something.
I don't know.
It's almost like he gave his will was crushed.
It's just, maybe that's what it was. Because Kong had been living in seclusion for like, so supposedly Skull Island took place in the 70s.
Yeah.
So
over the course of time, Kong got bigger.
Right. So we're looking at what, 40, 50 years, Kong has just been there.
There, lounging.
Chilling, you know what I'm saying?
No muscle development.
He got muscle development.
Well, he got muscle, but no skills in fighting.
Because Godzilla was out here like
out here working.
Yeah, he's out here kicking the other monsters' asses and
fighting birds. Fighting dragons.
That Mothra by his side.
got his bad bee beside him.
Speaking of which, so they had
Butterfree.
They had Ghidorah, or the what was it? The skeleton of Ghidorah.
The skull, yeah.
The skull of Ghidorah at Apex, and like they found a way to create a Mecha Godzilla. First of all,
are we getting to Mecha?
Go ahead.
Mecha Godzilla was amazing to me. Like it put me on the edge of my seat. I went from laying down to going, oh, okay, we got missiles. We got a left-right combo with missiles.
That was a huge area. Like, this is in Hong Kong. Y'all, like, there had to be miles and miles worth of space for them to test Mechagodzilla at.
They did, yeah. They test him on the ground. He didn't do nothing but pick up the little sculling things and do the into their mouth, and then, you know, I mean, even the whole setup of the skull controls through Wi-Fi. I don't know, Bluetooth. I don't know,
I didn't
bro.
understand that, but the skull decided, I'm taking over. There's something that was dead.
Something totally dead.
So decided it was gonna
take over a robot program. Through Bluetooth.
So yeah, so it fried
Wi-Fi.
It fried the dude.
Psychic powers.
And then when Mechagodzilla shows up, he just smashed the whole area and killed the president of Apex, and then he went on his path of destruction. And if Godzilla gave Kong a 6-piece, then Mechagodzilla gave Godzilla a 20-piece.
He was giving him that work too, pack. Bro.
Like, it wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close.
It was really bad.
It was bad.
I was like,
it was an ass whooping.
Like, how you win that fight and then you just got like mollywopped over here?
Man, Mechagodzilla, they made him good. They gave him a bunch of, they gave him robotic mecha stuff. I know the reveal that he's Mechagodzilla, that was mad corny, but I think it was supposed to be mad corny.
They was like, it's Robot Godzilla.
It's like, it's Robozilla. No.
It's Mechagodzilla.
It's Mechagodzilla. Technically, mechas are supposed to be controlled by somebody. That would make it mecha. Other than that, it's not a mech. If it's controlled by itself, it's a robot.
I've not seen Gundam.
It's a robot. So it was technically Robozilla. Not Mechazilla.
Robozilla.
Not Mechagodzilla at all.
Robo-Godzilla.
It was Robo-Godzilla. And he put in that work. Then you get the tag team.
Yes, Kong comes back. They have to like blow up a bomb or something. They have to blow something up on Kong's chest.
So what happens is the little hover helicopters that are controlled by like a massive electric battery thing or whatever. It's what the daughter said. It was basically her whole purpose of being in the movie. She introduced these helicopters to go down into Earth, to Hollow Earth, and you see them lighting up with electricity, and then she tells you that they have enough electricity to do whatever.
They said, we need something that could light up a city for a week.
Yeah.
And they was like, ping.
Ping! The lady that got crushed said the same thing. And then they sit it on his chest. They basically do the clear mode to him, and then he gets back up with a vengeance.
Later, they bring him back, and Kong is like,
I'm back.
Let me straighten out my shoulder.
I'm the one.
I'm the one who put his shoulder back into place.
I'm the one that understands dislocated shoulders. Because I'm a giant. I'm a gorilla self.
I'm the only gorilla out here that knows anatomy and knows how to fix himself when he gets hurt.
I'm the one who knows how to use an axe when I've been using my hands all the time. So he get round 3.
So he saves Godzilla.
Last second. Yeah.
Saves Godzilla and starts giving Mechagodzilla.
No, not technically. Technically, they were both about to lose.
Well, but he was still. He was, but in the very beginning, he was giving Mechagodzilla that work for a little bit.
The sweet
before Mechagodzilla was like, hold up. Yeah. Boom, pow, surprise.
Yeah, you didn't expect me to help help the dude who just stomped on my chest, did you? He's like, no, I didn't. Actually, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, but King Kong got the kill shot after Godzilla, powered up the axe.
Yeah. Gave the tag team move. Tag team.
That's right.
And then chopped them to pieces.
Chop this, chop
They were doing
that.
some things that I was just like, yeah, that's not gonna do nothing. Like throwing them through buildings together.
Yeah.
He's a robot.
He's a robot. If anything, you're just killing random people.
If anything, you're just destroying property. Stop it.
Like, because everybody didn't evacuate, so you guys are just like randomly
stomped out
people.
all the Hong Kong.
It is what it is. All the homeless people are dead. So
how did you view the movie? What do you look at the movie? What do you say?
I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. It was entertaining.
Yes,
You
very
know what I'm saying? It did what it was supposed to do. I mean, like, it's up to this point, it's probably the biggest movie of the year because you got, not because of their size, but like Godzilla and King Kong, man. I mean, come on, Godzilla and King Kong.
Who's Godzilla, King Kong?
Everybody knows who Godzilla and King Kong are.
Ever since you was kids, well, if you
Exactly.
liked them.
Well, your parents knew.
I knew.
Everybody's parents got a story about Godzilla and King Kong. They know who it is. I don't care how hood you are.
Yeah.
I don't care how.
I don't care if you saw the 1995
I don't care how
P. Diddy
country
remix
you are.
one.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how, out of the loop you
You
are.
done seen it in movies. You done seen it played in other movies.
You've heard it. You've heard there's 1,000,001 references.
All over the place.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it did what it's supposed to do, man. So, what rating would you give?
Godzilla, King Kong?
Yeah, so.
Ugh.
How many,
I watched some reviews.
how many fire emojis?
Fire emojis? I'm not giving it 4. I'm actually giving it 3.5.
Yeah.
Decent movie. Terrible people in the movie. Slightly funny, but amazing action. Great when it's loud. Funny moments, like I said before, with the monsters, and it's like you said, last thing you said, it's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And then you had to surprise Mecha. I didn't know Mechagodzilla was in there, but apparently everybody else did. So. I didn't know. I was pleasantly surprised.
I wish that I could have seen this in the theater, because then I probably would have appreciated it more.
Right.
I still liked it, but I think I would have liked it more if I need that theater experience. And I tried to watch it at the theaters, but the ones out here, they're only open like during the times I'm at work. So I didn't really have a chance to go see anything.
COVID.
Yes, yeah. So watching stuff at home is cool, but I'm gonna go with 3.5 because
3.5.
3.5 works for me, man. So King Kong Godzilla, 3.5 fire emojis. I don't have a half fire emoji, so this is 3.5. But you already know what it is.
Campfire.
Yes, indeed. But what's your social media, Phil?
Social media, I'm on Instagram as Electric Phil and on Twitch as Gorilla Max.
Gorilla Max. Yes, indeed, man. G-Moniy everywhere. G_MONIY. Check out the other videos. You know what I'm saying? I got my wrestling matches up there, not the championship match, but I got some other ones up there. But you already know what it is, man. Appreciate you guys watching. And stay tuned for another episode coming up real soon of Edge of Your Seat.
Edge of Your Seat reviews. Let me slide up.
Yeah, let me slide up. Yeah. We out.